Hello YouTube fans, this is Dr. Matthew Johnson. It is Thursday, November the 16th, 3:23 p.m. in the afternoon. And if any of you have been keeping up to speed, you'll be aware of the fact that Cynthia and I have moved from Puyallup, Washington to a mountaintop home about 15 miles outside of Chehalis, Washington. Why did we make the move? Well, if you know anything about the South Puget Sound area, i.e. south of Seattle, Tacoma, Puyallup, and Olympia, etc., you'll notice that the traffic is horrific. Matter of fact, the traffic in the South Puget Sound area, and actually around Seattle, even north of Seattle, is equivalent to Los Angeles. I often joke with my friends that Seattle, Washington, and the surrounding area is the Los Angeles of the Pacific Northwest. So anyway, by living south, we get to commute north on I-5. And by commuting north on I-5 to get to the Olympia, Washington area, there's no traffic. There's no traffic going to work. There's no traffic coming home from work. There's just no traffic. And also, the commute is very serene, peaceful, and gives us the time to, an opportunity to prepare to go to work, and then to wind down as we're coming home from work. And so we enjoy the rural countryside approach to living. And as you can see, it's another rainy winter Washington day. The cool thing is that after the exodus occurred, and Zorth, who is the head clan leader of the Janu, he's the head of the Council of 12, he said that when Cynthia and I found our new home, that he would have a family there waiting for us, which was really exciting to hear, that, you know, we'd have a family waiting for us. So several months ago, when we were going through the process of looking over the property and the house and doing the inspection and everything else, Brady and I took a walk in the woods and saw a Squatch walk away. And then we found a woven asterisk, and then on top of that, we found several prints in the ground. And then when I got back and we were in the yard again, I had a mind speak saying, start taking pictures of the tree line. And if you've been keeping up with my postings, then you have seen the picture of the adult holding the young one near a tree in our backyard. So anyway, we love where we live, and as I've shared, it's on top of a mountain. So up the hill we go, and this used to be logging territory owned by the Weyerhaeuser logging company. So this, what we're driving on now, is an old logging road that ended up being sold, and obviously home sites were built on it. So the logging took place quite a while ago. And it's nice to drive to and from work. It's a nice hill to get some exercise on, going for a walk, you know, down the hill, get the mail, back up the hill. I'm kind of doing this little drive for you so you can get a visual perspective of where we have moved to. Now keep in mind, we used to live in Puyallup, South Hill, and we were in a subdivision with not even a quarter acre of property, and the next door neighbor's house was literally 15 feet away from our home. I mean, real close. You could look out your window and right into their window. So it's nice to be up here on a mountaintop and on 5 acres of land. So, you know, lots of privacy, and you'll understand Zorth saying when you get there, he's gonna have a family waiting for us, and boom, there has been. We've had, you know, knocking on the back side of the house. We've had visuals in our yard as they play with the dogs and the cats. And there you go. There's the house. There's the pump house. There's Zeus, the official mascot of Team Squatchy USA. There's the garage. And then down there's the shed. And so we're gonna drive down the driveway. Over there's more parking and propane tank. And so we'll drive down. Get out of the truck and maybe take you on a little guided tour. Hopefully going into the woods will not be so wet with the canopy over the top of us. We'll see. If it is, then we'll have to do that another time. Come on, Zeus. Come on. Okay. So, as you can tell, it is raining. We are at home sweet home. And oh look, who's that? That's funny. We have Cantu sitting on the front porch. Come on, Zeus. Zeus, come on. So, shed, pump house, garage, up the driveway, surrounded by trees. And Zor's promised that if you, or when you find your new home, I'll have a family waiting for you. And bam, we've also had screams coming out of the woods in the backyard. You know, not angry, scary, get out of here screams, just hello, we're here screams. We've had them actually in our house. as well. For those of you who understand that there's that they have paranormal abilities, are able to cloak, etc. Anyway, Zeus, come on, come on, Zeus, come on, come on, boy, come on, come on, Zeus. Apparently Zeus doesn't want to get wet. So anyway, bottom line is, if I waited to shoot this video, if I waited for it to stop raining, I'm probably not going to be able to shoot it for, I don't know, another 2 or 3 weeks. Because that's what it does in Washington during the winter. And that's why everything is so green here, is because it rains so much during the winter. So anyway, we have a trail that goes down the hill to the wetlands, and you know, there's deer and elk, and there's black bear and cougar, and you know, all kinds of animals out here. And so just wanted to give you a perspective as to why on God's green earth would Cynthia and Matt move from a oh goodness. Well, taller they are, the harder they fall. And the rain makes the leaves slick. So anyway, why would Matt and Cynthia move from a nice home in Puyallup, South Hill, all the way out in the countryside outside of Chehalis? And well, you're starting to see why. Now this is not here just a couple days ago. So anyway, try to be a little more careful coming down the slick slope. I think the answer to that question, why would we move here, is pretty obvious. Looking at the drive and the house and the layout of the property, and the woods that we get to walk through in the backside of the property. It's pretty cool. And the other cool thing is look at this right there. Okay, I'm going to show you something interesting about that in just a moment, after we come down and look at the fact that that's interesting. Wasn't there just a couple days ago. And then we come here, and that was not there 2 months ago, and then suddenly this big old X appeared 1 month ago. And there was no wind storms or anything like that. It was placed there to create that X. Now let's come back to this one branch that I told you I'd come back to. Look at the fact that, okay, it's woven between the trees, right? And then look up here. Once again, it's woven between the trees. It was intentionally placed here, and you know, didn't just fall down and magically weave itself between two sets of trees, 20, 25 feet apart. So, anyway, that was interesting. And that was me. Continuing the descent down the back side of the property. Okay. All the way over here. You can see the ferns in Washington. Not every state has that vegetation. It's interesting how vegetation changes from geographical location to geographical location. Anyway, this is going to be a nice place to come out in the backyard at night and do night sits. And also pull the cots out when it's not raining. And sleep out overnight.